Previously on Adequate Craft.
What in the world? I noticed that you have here either the worst natural disaster I've ever seen or the greatest tourist attraction. Which do you think it is? So why don't you run off and see if you find the source of it. Is that it? Did you find it? Let's jump in there and see if we can figure out what the source of all this mess is. Alright, let's see what's back here. What is this? I don't understand what I'm seeing. Oh, but that sound! Oh, it's disgusting! I wasn't prepared for this at all. All I know is I need to warn the villagers. I have some really bad news.
Huh?
You and the other villagers, you need to leave. But if you can get packed up and make your way to my island, I have a place for you. As they spread the news around town, I guess all we can do now is head back to the island and make sure we're ready for them. Hello and welcome back to the safety of our island. Oh man, I really wanted to go out adventuring, but it is dangerous out there. I can't believe how bad it was. I'm certainly glad that we are here and that we are safe and we have a project. We have a mission. We have a job to do. We have to get this place ready for all the visitors that are hopefully coming soon because they're also in danger. So, we need to build a farm. I know. Lots of farms need to go in. A ton of farms need to go in. So, but I don't want to make every episode about farms. I have to make one that is probably the most important farm of like everything I need to do here. Now, it's not really resources like food or water or things, but it allows me to build the infrastructure. Here, let's go back to the board and I'll show you. If you see here, our iron farm is done. We have that. Our bone mill is done. Thank you, Bebop. I appreciate that. Good job. Now, for food, I do have the food farm, the beef. But beef is not the only kind of food. Let me grab a sign real quick and we'll update that. Okay, beef done. I made it slightly different so that you can tell that it's not a main topic but a subheading. So beef is the food that we have, and that is done. So that's been done. So what we really need on here now is the brick. I would say copper, but I've actually been finding some of that just hanging around lately. So I'm good there. But we need brick, and that is going to be a little bit tough on a big scale. Because bricks are made from mud, and I can either go out and strip entire areas out there where the moss is kind of hanging out, and that sounds a little too scary for me. So I want to be able to make my own. And that requires a farm that's so important that not only am I going to make one of them, I need to make 4. That's right, 4 farms of the same style. And I think we're also going to be able to take care of the fuel in this farm too. I kind of need to smelt the mud and stuff that I get to make bricks, and I'm going to need fuel for that. So I might as well make this kind of a combo farm together. But I have no idea where to put it. This is the map that we made when we first got here. And I wanted to keep an updated map, and I kind of feel like it's time. So it's time to make a map. Are you ready? This is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to seeing how updated our world is. Let's go do it. Whoops, wrong size. And 16 makes a full map. Oh, man. Okay, well, I was thinking I wasn't making very good progress with the grass, but I've actually done a good portion of it. Yeah, I know there's large areas where there's not grass. I have a plan for like a big chunk of this area that may not be grass at all. So I'm actually doing really good, and I'm really happy with how that's spaced out. So here is the water farm, the kelp farm. I still need to build a place for the hole that's right here. That is the bone meal farm. I'll have to come up with some kind of idea of a building that goes there. But there is the mushroom farm, or excuse me, the feeding area. Because we're not farming them, right? We're feeding them, right? There's the iron farm. And then up there we have the shulker farm. And it's turning out really good. And this is the area I'm going to be working in next. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. But I need to build a farm. And I could, see, it's tempting to put it like right here. Because spacing-wise, it seems like that's good spacing. But this is a really large area. So I don't want to leave a whole bunch of dead spots. So I am thinking, I got that there and that there. I'm thinking I'm going to put it right here. I think right here between this ravine and the water is going to be a good location for it. And I think that's pretty much going to be the best spot. So now we have to build this thing. It's going to be a bit of a monstrosity. Not really so much in size. It's not going to be near as big as some of the other farms physically. But there's going to be a lot packed into it. There's like 4 farms combined into just this one to make this whole thing work correctly. So let's get started on the first part. There's going to be 2 floors. There's going to be an upper floor and a lower floor. And even though this is kind of weird, I think I'm going to work on the upper floor first. So let's gather some materials and head over there. Due to my total inability to walk, talk, and count at the same time, I decided to go ahead and place in the floor so I knew what area I am working in. If you see here, I've got 4 exact quadrants, exactly the same. Here in the corners and the gaps is where most of the redstone is going to go. And then these large floors have to be this material for a very special reason. So I told you this farm was going to be making multiple items. And the way that works is like so. You have a dirt block, and if you hit the dirt block with a water bottle, it turns it to mud. That's great. And then if you put the mud over a dripstone block with a dripstone, I don't know if it has to be exactly a dripstone block, but a solid block with a dripstone, pointed dripstone below it, eventually it'll turn into clay. I'll let that keep going while we're talking. And then if you take the clay and you take one of them and you put it in here, it'll eventually turn into terracotta. There we go, terracotta. And if you take a piece of clay, let's say boom, okay, and we put it there and we break it, it turns into clay balls. And if we put the clay balls in, oopsie, they turn to brick. Yes, sir. So, oh gosh, this is taking forever. It can be fast sometimes, but it can also be pretty slow sometimes. So I have a way to work around that up here. So this farm will be taking dirt and be making it into mud. And then if I just want to keep the mud, all I have to do is pick it up right away. If I want it to turn to clay, I'll leave it there for a while and let it turn to clay. And then if I pick it up with a silk touch, I can have the blocks that would make me terracotta. And if I pick it up with anything other than silk touch, I'll have the balls, which turns it into brick. And that's what this farm is going to be doing. It's quite the multifunction farm. And below all of it, I'm going to have to put a super smelter in order to keep up with all these blocks being, smelted and turning into bricks and terracotta. So, I keep talking, thinking that if I just talk long enough, this will turn into clay up there. But it's just taking its sweet time. Should we wait? Hey! Actually, that didn't take that long. It was only a few seconds. There we go. And that's how it works. I think the next thing I'm going to do, now that I have the flooring in, is put the block pushers in. Because what I need to do is be able to put down a dirt block and have it start pushing all the way across into large sections and filling up the whole floor up here so that that can start, pulling the water out of the mud blocks and making clay. All right, I'll be right back. I think I'm just going to do all 4 each step of the way as I explain it to you, rather than doing all of one and then put in the others. So here we go. This is the block pushing mechanism. When I put a block right here, it completes the redstone circuit and will push. And then it'll keep pushing until it gets to here. And when it does this, when it covers up this, it completes the redstone circuit and pushes again. So all I have to do is stand right down here, hold down my button, and it'll push, and basically just keep going and going and going and going until it fills up all the way to here. And there we go. And then I'll have a whole floor of hopefully mud blocks right on top of these blocks here that have the, I didn't show you actually, I forgot, that have the pointed dripstone. Here we are. Oh, get rid of these. But I have the pointed dripstone down here below, underneath all the dripstone blocks. And that's how that will push those blocks around. All right, now that those blocks are pushed around, the next thing I need is, actually I think a delivery system. I think the next thing I'm going to do is I want to be able to not have to switch out the dirt blocks in my inventory. I'd like this to be force feeding me dirt blocks as I go along until it's all the way full up. So I'm going to put in, I think, a feeding system with a dropper right here beside that will push back to me. So you may be wondering why I'm over here in my creative build world right now rather than in my real world. I realized I miscounted. I totally forgot that this thing sticks out the back right here like 3 blocks. So I need 3 blocks plus a gap between each one. So instead of 3 between, I think I need 7 between each farm. Oh man, I have to like redo the whole thing. Okay, well, I'll go and do that. And now you'll know why the next time you see it, it's gonna maybe be a little bit bigger. I hate when this happens, but okay, whatever. This is Minecraft. Okay, everything has been adjusted. I'm actually going more over this ravine than I meant to. I'm just really on that corner over there. But that's okay. You know, I gotta say, building with the terrain, having your buildings go a little bit lower or having them sunk into a mountain always makes things look nicer. So, I have my dirt dispenser. So if I put a shulker full of dirt here, it'll fill it up. And then every time I put a block down, it'll trigger this and shoot another dirt block back at me. Also, what'll happen is, if I have one there, then whenever I do this and push a block, the redstone will also go into this dispenser. I don't have it yet, but it'll be filled with water bottles. So what'll happen then is every time it gets pushed over, I receive another dirt block, and this dirt block will receive a water bottle, making it mud. And then so the mud will just start getting pushed all the way down. Okay, now there's a weird mechanic that happens with these dispensers that requires me to do an extra little step here. If we have empty water bottles end up back into here, it'll mess up the whole farm. So what I need to do down below is, you see I've already started, I put a couple hoppers down there. I need to drain out all the empty water bottles so they don't mess up the farm. So I need to put an item sorter down there below, sorting out all the empty water bottles so that all that we have in here are actual water bottles. And this will work. How many times can I say the word water bottle? Water bottle, water bottle, water bottle, water bottle. I think if you say it enough times, it just kind of loses meaning, right? Water bottle, water bottle, water bottle, water bottle. Okay, I'm losing my mind on this build, I think. Let's go ahead and put in the item sorter. And then I have, I think, one more special thing I have to add to this, and then it'd more or less be done as far as the basics. Good morning and welcome to tomorrow. I didn't stay up hours after hours. Expanding this thing out because I built it apparently. I expanded it the wrong direction and then fixing the redstone and trying to get it to work. No, I didn't stay up really late in the night and do all that. No, I went to bed super early and got a nice early rise and shine. No. Oh man, I thought I'd get way farther in this project during today, but well, I guess yesterday, and every little thing seemed to go a little bit harder than I had planned, but I think I got it. I think it's ready to go. Should we give it a try? I'll start off, it's not a great view, but I'll start off down here showing you my view for it. And here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, somewhere around that many. Take a look. And look at it. There it goes. If I keep going, oh, did you see the little bottle? The bottle float back up here. It's refilling the way it's supposed to. Look at that. Perfect. And I still have, 63. I don't have 64. I feel like I'm missing. Oh, it's converting. Look at that. It's amazing. All right. This is working perfectly. Okay, I guess maybe I'll do a little mini teeny tiny time lapse and I'll fill up this whole area and you can see what it looks like and then see maybe how long it takes to finish up the whole process. There were a few misfires back over here on this side, and I think it has to do with coordinates. I don't know if you know this, but some of the redstone here on Minecraft, particularly like the dispensers and things, they work differently if they're facing, either north, south, east, or west. And it's a little bit of a problem. But you know what? Just a few of them misfiring, I don't think is that big a deal, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. So what I'll do here is I'll pick all this up, and anything that didn't actually dry out to clay, I've got a place for it so that I can keep going with this. The idea is that I can hopefully more or less non-stop work this farm and not have to sit around and wait for this stuff to finish drying out. Here we go. I collect it. I'll have walls in here later so none of them will fall off the side. But what I have here is, I think I still had some mud blocks in here from before. I have this area right here. And so what I can do is I can place any extra mud blocks. I do not have this many. I just had these in my inventory. Place these extra mud blocks right here. And see, they can go ahead and start drying while I run a whole nother set of dirt run through here. And I think it's perfect. I love it. All we need now is more dirt. Let's go back to my storage area and pick up some more dirt and get this thing going again. I'm going to have to get busy digging up some dirt and not just grass because I think I'm already running low with what I've done so far with What was that? Did you hear that? Did you hear it, Bebop? Where's it coming from? Is it over here? No, it's getting quieter. So over that direction? I don't know what's going on. Yep, it's not over here. It's got to be over here somewhere. Oh, hey Bebop, we have a guest. Hi. Hey, how's it going? Sorry you guys have just been hanging out over here. I wasn't really quite ready for anyone yet. Hi. Oh, okay. Well, do you want to come ashore? Oh, no. That's okay. You don't have to come ashore. I understand. It's a strange place. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I know. I need to build a dock. I'm super sorry. Why are you here? I mean, I'm happy to have you, but what's up? Oh, yeah, I have lots of supplies and things ready to go. Are you looking for help? Hey, are you by any chance from the desert village with all the bad water? Oh no? Oh, your animals, they're all gone, and they ate the black plants, and your animals turned black. Oh, that's just like the worst. Okay, well, so you don't want to come ashore. I have some meat. Okay, stay right here. Let me get you some meat. I think one of these has a lot of meat in it. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Is that full? Oh, this one's full. Okay, let's take this one to them. And let's see, they said they had a problem with plants. I don't have a lot. I guess I could give this to them. Let's see what all they need. Okay, I have a lot of meat. Is that okay? Here, let me put this in here. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Let's see, meat. So I have a lot of beef. I don't have a lot of weight in plants. Is that something that you need? Oh, you do? Okay. Well, let's. I'll give you what I have, and I'll just try to get some more for the future. Okay? All right. Is that all you need? Are you sure? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If you have any further problems and you just can't handle it anymore, I'm planning on building all kinds of infrastructure here, and you're welcome here anytime. We definitely have our work cut out for us if people are coming already. We really need to get busy. We need to step it up. Oh, man, but I think I am out of steam for today. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and Bebop and I, we hope that you found it adequate.